with Veronica. Wait, but go ahead. Say your name the way you want it known.
Well, listen, they either whether they call me Veronica or Divinity, spelled D1V1M1CY.
See, I knew she was wanted to do that. I knew she wanted to do that. That's why I was like.
You know me as Veronica, so we're going to use that today.
Okay, all right.
Before all you other folks, No, I'm kidding.
So we have Veronica here, and we've known Veronica for, you started coming 3 years.
Yep.
So Veronica started coming to the shop 3 years ago. We met, we connected, and it kind of just took off from there.
Yep.
And not too long ago, I did Veronica's talk show, The Necessary Creative, which is a dope show she came up with. And it just was, I felt a transformation in that time.
Absolutely.
Yes, I felt a transformation.
Absolutely.
And it felt like it was divine timing when you asked me. Because when you originally asked
What's
me,
my name? What's my name?
Originally when you asked me, I was like, let me think about it.
Yes.
And then when you asked me again, I was like, yeah, like I'm ready.
You
Yeah,
have to.
I'm ready.
My goal was to try to get you on in November because I know that's your birthday.
Okay.
So I wanted to kind of set it up, but then I was like, no, I really felt like God was like, not now. Let her think about it. She's going to do it, but let her think about it.
Yeah.
Ask her about December. And so when you said, you know what? Let's shoot for December. I already knew it was going to happen.
Nice,
like I get these, I call them like currents when I feel like a presence of God or I hear God just tell, and I'm obedient to it. And when I'm obedient to it, God shows me these things and brings it to fruition. Yeah. So you being on the show was just already ordained for us. And like you said, the transformation for me in that was she's not to be taken lightly. Like she's really out here doing the work and shining the light on people that deserve. And it's not that everybody doesn't deserve it, but the way the industry kind of operates is cliquish. So if you're not in, you can't get this slot. You can't do this slot. And one thing about me, you don't have to tell me no once. You show me who you are. Okay, God, that wasn't the door I'm supposed to, so now we build our own.
Exactly, exactly,
so
yeah.
That was the transformation for me during that. And then just seeing you in this whole new, like I've already been in awe of you, not only just as a business owner, a Black woman business owner, but just hearing your history and how you, what led up to this. It's like, yeah, the fire's under my. No, like you real life Steve Urkel. Like that's dope to me. Like a genius, and your genius rubs off on other folks whether you know it or not. So,
no, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
definitely. I definitely enjoyed myself.
We had a good time.
Yes, we did. We did. We always have a good time, though. We always have a good time.
We was
yeah. So we're gonna run through some of Veronica's favorite. Well, before that. All right, so I usually ask a question to our guests. So I'm going to ask you, ramen or spaghetti?
Ramen.
Ramen?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me why. Do you want to share why?
Okay, sure. Because as an anime, as a blurred, aka Black nerd, ramen is like the staple of folks who watch anime. So it's like a hug in a bowl. It's cold, you can get ramen. It's hot, you can get ramen. But it's just for me, because I like to say I'm an anime character, ramen all the way.
Wow. You know what's so funny? Let me see what I would choose out of the two. I think I would choose spaghetti.
Really? Why?
Only because my mom, she spaghettied us to death when she was pregnant with my youngest brother. And now I don't really eat spaghetti that often. So now I'm like, I think I would choose spaghetti because I need to get that experience back. It's like nostalgic for me too.
Copy.
You know, that's spaghetti.
Spaghetti for me, I'm laughing because if my son was here, he always bothers me. He's like, are you going to cook enough for 3 days? So you know that's the joke, the running joke between people who are Black folks. When a Black mom makes spaghetti, plan to eat that for the next.
Absolutely.
So with ramen, it's one of those things I take my time with. I watch my anime, and then I feel like Naruto. So, you know, I gotta get into character where he goes, Sasuke. You know, so ramen all day.
Oh my God. So let's run through a couple things. So Veronica's favorite food is, for breakfast, is our pancake.
Absolutely.
And then for lunch is our cheesesteak. Lazy boiled cheesesteak. So the cheesesteak is not on the menu often.
Not all the time.
We're trying to put things like that on the menu more often. And we're starting it earlier now. So we're starting at 11 o'clock.
Dope.
So people like somebody over there
come for lunch and they can actually get a lunch item.
Get it. Whenever they want it. So then the pancakes, that's something that's really big. I've never been a pancake person, but I love waffles.
See, and I'm the opposite.
Really?
I prefer, and it's, okay, we get that some people use the same exact mixture. I don't know what it is, but this the pancake for me. Okay?
It's probably the fluffiness.
I think, but it's both. It's when Mama used to make the pancake, it used to have the crispy edges and the fluffiness to it. So when you get the syrup and the butter, that's why I always ask for extra butter, because it gets that little butter, and then the syrupy, like, ooh.
Wait, I want them to see your face right now talking about these damn things.
Because everybody knows I love pancakes, and there's just a certain time of the month that I crave them. Like, I could literally, like, taste it. So that's my favorite.
Nice.
That's what brought me here.
And then, so her favorite drink of ours is the mango iced tea, which she has here.
ASMR.
And the mango iced tea was, it's been on the menu for a minute. Now think about it. The mango
Since I've been coming, so I've never not known it to be.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Yeah. It wasn't an original drink.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Yeah, it wasn't an original drink. We actually started with peach iced tea.
Oh, that sounds good.
Peach iced tea we started with, and then we transitioned into mango. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're going to bring that back summertime.
Peach iced tea we could definitely bring back.
Summertime.
Peach iced tea, yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yes.
We could definitely hang.
Y'all heard it here first.
Exactly, the future of how the list. Get some peach iced tea up in here. And then her favorite dessert, and this is something which is so funny. So Veronica came to me and was like, you gotta make this. And she shows it to me. I don't know, we were in the store, you sent it to me through
so I spoke to you about it in the store, and then when I got home, I sent you the original.
Yeah, so
I think I texted it to you.
it was called a slutty brownie.
Yes.
And I was just like,
I know when I first told you the name, you looked at me up and
I was like, why it gotta be slutty though?
because it's a mixture of so many things.
I
I don't
know
know why it's called that, but it's because of the.
Yeah, but so so she told me about it and I was like, I could do this. So then I made a version of it and then called her and told her to come through to try it. And she loved it. From there, I think we had a couple people try it that day. It was a couple people was like, oh my Lord.
This is good.
What is this? Yeah. I think it was a breakfast day.
Yes,
when
it
we
was.
doing
No.
breakfast.
Yes.
Yes.
And I specifically remember it was a guy that came in. He's a frequenter
Jordan.
too. Yes.
Yes.
He's a frequenter too. And he tried it and was like, this is it.
And then after that, it went on the menu. And we were trying to find a name for it because neither me or Keith was beat for slutty.
I didn't like it either.
We weren't beat for slutty. So we named it, actually, Keith came up with it. Keith came up with the name.
Shout out to Brother K.
Divine Brownie.
Yes.
So the brownie is named after Veronica.
Thank you. Look, I felt so special, y'all. First of all, I'd like to thank God and my mama and my daddy. Because without them, it wouldn't be the Divine Brownie. Because I'm a Divine Brownie. You hear me?
Word. It matches.
It
you
matches.
know, the whole
You
vibe.
don't know what you gonna get.
But that brownie is bomb. I have to work to get it back on the menu, though.
Please.
Yes, I have to put it back on the menu. Actually, I was at a pop-up and a guy asked about it. He was like, oh, that Divine Brownie? I was like, well, Veronica would be so proud if she heard this. She would be so proud if she heard you asking for the Divine Brownie right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to share, or do you have a favorite memory from How Delish?
Oh, my God. I have so many. But the one that... I have two very memorable ones, but the one that I remember the most was one day I was sitting here and I think it was Carl Brister and his wife were sitting here and I bought my homegirl KT, you know KT the DJ, and we were just going back and forth freestyling and then we started singing and he was like, wait a minute, he was like, I'm looking for people to do my show and Brother K came out And the guy was like, say something, spit something right now. So I just start freestyling. You know, that's my thing. I don't have a problem. And I remember like he left out, Brother K left out. And then the both of y'all came out and he was like, well, we were thinking about starting whatever it was at that time. And we want to ask you, would you be the host of it for us? And I was like, hell yeah. Just feed me and meals and I'm happy. You ain't got nothing, just feed me. I think at that point, I think it was it was two things for me. It was one, that God solidifying that I am a creative, and just being myself will get me more honey with bees than trying to pretend to be anything that I'm not. People see that when consistency.
Yes.
I can't. The only thing you could ever be you is you consistently.
Yes.
And a person that continues to pretend can only pretend, but for so long.
Exactly.
My light is nothing pretending about the light that I have within me. So that's one of my favorite moments. And then the second one, we were here till like 9:30, just chit-chatting, doing what we do. But I think that moment solidified our friendship. And I felt like that was one of the days you really kind of just, because you don't take no crap from nobody. And as you shouldn't, because discernment has to be a thing amongst people who are light possessed. And it was one of the conversations we had. I could tell you kind of let your guard down. I was like, yeah, I could trust her with this. And I appreciate that. So I don't take friendship lightly, and I don't take trust lightly. That's one of the things, two of the things that are important to me, because I do unto others as I would have them do unto me. Using discernment, because not everybody deserves us.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
Absolutely
those two.
Joe, can we get her her food? Because we gotta feed the guests.
Look, this is why I'm starting a support group. I'm starting a support group because I'm telling y'all, this woman is trying to put me on 600-pound life. And I don't want to be. I'm trying to unbig my back for the spring. See, right now it's good. I keep them warm. You feel me? But when the springtime comes, I can't be like this, y'all. So keep the light low.
We gonna lock the door. We're not gonna let y'all in. We're gonna be like any of the people out there complaining.
And then I'm gonna start a support group for that.
All right.
Oh yes.
So God. Veronica chose today to eat our meatball parm panini. It's a Sunday, so she's gonna eat the meatball parm panini. And
I'm gonna tear it up.
Yeah, you can eat on camera if you want. But we're almost done anyway. But I think anything else? No, I asked you about your favorite memory. I just appreciate you. I appreciate the conversations, like you said, the friendship, the just everything. It's hard being a woman, a black woman, and then also being like different, wanting to like do different things, explore different things.
Yes.
It comes with like, you need people to believe in you and believe that you can achieve it, and that helps you continue to believe.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for believing in me.
I received that, and it goes right back to you. Just call me Boomerang D. Whatever you give, I give. And what I love about us is whatever we water will grow. Whatever we love will grow. And the biggest thing I could say between you and Kay is the support that you've both shown me. It was never opportunistic. It was always just because you believed in me, or you just know, like, yes, this girl, she dope. And we support dope shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I curse? No.
Yeah, of course.
Because I can't, you gotta give them that dope shit. So I thank you. Thank you for this.
I appreciate
this is community, y'all. Like, it's my comrade.
Yes. So that's it, y'all. So we're gonna wrap up with divinity. So I appreciate. Look, I can't even talk.
Look, I do that to people. I leave them tongue tied, baby. This, you know what D1 will do. It's like no.
No, but peace, y'all. Thank you, Veronica.
I love you.